Hello dear viewers, today, we will be talking about the lore of Dandy's world. If you are unaware of what Dandy's world is, I'm not surprised, especially with death threats aside, let's begin. Dandy's World is a co-op survival game, where you go to floors, complete machines, avoid monsters, or twisteds, as what the game refers them to. You play as toons, cartoon-looking characters that you and your team can decide who you want to be. Almost every toon and their monster version of themselves have abilities. You and your team have to travel through floors, surviving these things while completing the machines. After completing all 4 machines required on each floor, you and your team are supposed to retreat to the elevator. You have 30 seconds to. Occasionally, Dandy opens his store. One weird thing about him is that he's not a playable toon. Alright, so I've scratched the surface of the gameplay, but now's the time for the luo. MatPat sounds better doing this over my text-to-speech AI sounding voice, doesn't he? Onto the theory. All over the map we can see various emotion boards for the characters, scripts, episodes, even some playing on the TVs. This evidence leads to it obviously being a child's television show. The show might have been very successful. They made a daycare off of Dandy's World, also known as Garden View, which explains the subway station train occasionally passing by in the lobby. Also in the lobby there are a list of rules for the children to follow. However, there's one that stands out. This one. Listen to toon handlers. In the roleplay, there is a specific map that's meant for the toons. But not only did they add the roleplay for the weird shippers and cosplayers, but it's also a part of the lore. There's this one room where all the toons are in pictures, along with their humanized version of themselves. These are the toon handlers. There's one for each toon, or at least for a specific toon. You see, not everyone has a toon handler, which is a weird detail, or there could have been more at some point. Their choices for the only 5 toons are weird too. Only Dandy, Astro, Shelly, V, and Sprout. And of course, Pebble. This could have been the original cast of Dandy's World, before they added new characters. And I have proof for this. Throughout the game some papers and forums are shown about this dude named Arthur and this college Delilah. There's also a paper that can be found with Dandy and Astro in a picture made in 1988, along with another picture of Shelly, V, and Sprout, proving my theory of them being the original cast. Do you also notice the liquid in the machines have a similarity to ichor? We aren't generating ichor from the machines to progress to the next floor, but to make more of these monsters. If you disagree, how can multiple of the same toon appear on the same floor? Loud warning.
Double Astro, double Pebble! What? And V, what?
There's a double Pebble!
Double
What is
Pebble,
going
double Astro,
on?
double... I mean...
Trust me, this dude Arthur and his friend Delilah seem to have tried to make things work since they were in charge of bringing the show to life. However, things don't seem to be working out. This note is evidence that Arthur could clearly see something is wrong. This is probably a note addressing about Dan. Like something happened to him. Probably he was the first twisted out of them all. Like Delilah seemed to experiment with ichor on him, since, well, it's like 70% of his body. Do you also know the tape stuck into his body? Since Dandy's World was a TV show once, it makes tapes a weird currency in this game. And that's just the surface of this innocent-seeming game. There are plenty of things I didn't cover within this video. If you have any theories, don't be afraid to comment. Bye ye.